ASMR video, guys. I hope you're all doing wonderful. I am doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good today. Well, not mentally, mayhaps physically. The old legs are not feeling too good. I tried to make a video yesterday, but someone upstairs decided to play music full volume, and I could not keep the video. I got about 7 minutes in before it started happening, and I just decided if I had a substantial good conversation beforehand, I might have kept it, but I decided to just get rid of it because I just rambling not very coherently anyway, so it wasn't a great video. But which I guess is its own type of video, right? Those inaudible whispers, well, whatever. Anyway, so I can do that video. So I'm doing one today. I've got myself a morning coffee, so have a coffee with me today if you're in the morning. Depends when you watch these videos, right? So yeah, I am just getting up today. It's a Friday. I've got some work to do. I've got 2 games today. I've got, technically it's meant to be 3 new characters. One player is switching out a character for something different. They're not enjoying what they're playing at the moment, which is fine. It happens, right? It's very early days anyway. So I'm letting them change out a character. And then I've got 2 other players. One is already in another game of mine who wants to play in this one. So they're joining with a character. I can't remember what the character is off the top of my head now, but yeah, they've got a character, and they've got another player who may not be joining today. I think they might be ill. Not really sure, but I've only had kind of brief conversations with them, and they don't have a character yet, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. But I think if they were ill this week, then that's fair, you know. So I'll see them next week, hopefully. But there we go. Oh, it's a bit of a watery coffee today. I didn't put as much actual coffee in. So yes, that's my day today. I've got that coming up. Man, I really don't have much to ramble about today. Not much to talk on. I hope you've had a good day if it is the evening, and I hope you do have a good day if it is the morning, and both if it's the afternoon. Yes, I am looking forward to the weekend. Well, I'm looking forward to Sunday, which is my day off, of course. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. It'll be nice just to get another day off. I ran a one-shot yesterday, which was pretty fun. Ran that. I don't often do them. I mostly run campaigns. But I decided to run a one-shot that I should probably do more one-shots because it's a good way of pulling people into the Discord. Because at that point, once they're in there, if they decide to stay, they might see my campaigns come up, right? And it might interest them. So I need to try and run more of them. Even if it's just the same one. Preferably the same one, right? Because otherwise it brings in the same people, which isn't bad, right, for making money. But there were 3 players, 2 of which are existing players on my Discord. One of them was a brand new person. So, yeah, I mean, it works to bring in people. That's for sure. And, yeah, this was a game. This one shot was one that I was put on during the time slot that I would have normally run my Thursday morning game, which obviously fell through a while back. But I guess it didn't really. It did technically fall through, but it also also came to an end. It's not like the campaign ended in the middle of a campaign. Here's the thing. Technically, I guess it did, in as much as it being a Phandelver and Below campaign, which is 2 adventures, like, individually. And they made it to the end of the first adventure, and I'd thrown in some I Spy a Peak missions to sort of bide the time to connect, because part of the adventure is that I wanted them to have a little bit of downtime to do some stuff, and then have the whole stuff in Phandalin happen. Because as per the module, what's meant to happen is that when they come back from Wave Echo Cave, the next adventure immediately begins, because Phandalin is under attack. Phandalin's under attack, so they're meant to be like, it's meant to be under attack by goblins, and so if you do that, they don't get any downtime because the adventure immediately kicks off. So what I did is, and what I kind of have continued to do in the adventures I've run of it, is that I've had a downtime separate. Like, I do connect the 2 adventures very lightly. It's more like a foreshadow. And I've probably spoken about this before, but in that adventure, there's a villain called the Spider, which is meant to be a drow. But I make it a gith that is part of the creche that can be found later in the adventure. But he got separated from them, ended up on the material plane, and lost his sword, and so he's looking to try and make a weapon again, trying to make a very powerful magical item, to go and like slay some Illithid. So he's kind of technically on the player's side. They don't know it, but he's like technically on the side. They have the same enemy in the end game, but they and by the way, spoilers for Phandelver and Below and Lost Minds of Phandelver, by the way, guys. But oh my god, I lost my train of thought, and that's so annoying. They have the same enemy, but their methods are different. So whilst the players want to save Phandalin and save the people, the Kith don't really give a shit about the Phandalin. Like, the material plane can burn for all they care. They just want their revenge. They want to take down the Illithid Empire, and they'll do it by any means. And that is the sort of like crux of the story of Lost Spider Phandelver that I have like changed. And I didn't make that idea myself. I actually saw it on a Reddit post and just ran with it because it's really good. So that's, you know, they are loosely connected in my game, but I don't run right from one into the other. I have the downtime between, and the reason that I can do that is because what my plan is afterwards is to include, and in the most recent version of this that I've been running, I've been using more I Spy a Peak side quests, but in that middle section, I'm going to, and I did include him, this is where we stopped. So we'd finished Lost Mind, and then we were getting into this, we were halfway through this specific bit, before the game came to an end, and that is using the actual part where they go and fight the White Dragon in that expansion set, or whatever you would call it. The Essentials kit is what it is. It's basically another start kit. And in that one, normally the players have been building up to going and fighting this White Dragon. It's been a menace on the local area, and they go and they kill the dragon. Well, I've taken that and then I've twisted it, so instead it is a crystal dragon, but the locals don't really like. Gem dragons are not very well known, right? All the people know are that they are the chromatic and the metallic dragons. Gem dragons are not very well known, and so when they see this thing, people see and go, that's a white dragon, and they see it land, and at that point the players are kind of sent up there to go and defeat it, and then they come face to face with this crystal dragon. Now I've had it that this crystal dragon has been, because crystal dragons are very much about like fate and fortune and visions of the future, divination basically, that it was brought here, it came here because of a vision, and then upon sort of sitting here in this region, because it's one of the most powerful elements of the local area, it becomes almost suffused with the energy of this area, or what I might do is add the first piece of the obelisk up there, like this first kind of chunk of rock, and like that's part of its hoard. It's like become so possessive over it, and at which point it is like driven mad. So when the players arrive, they face off against this kind of like driven mad crystal dragon, and so they have to fight it. Eventually, like, the aim is that they don't try to kill it, that they sort of rescue it. At which point it can like impart this vision before leaving. But the point is that it's meant to pull the players away for a several day long journey out of Phandalin, so that by the time they arrive back, the attack has already begun, the goblins have already made their attack, and there's this sort of like sense given to the players, like, by the dragon of, like, while they've been gone, there's this attack transpiring at Phandalin, and then they return and the adventure begins. And that's kind of how I shift into it. But they were in the middle of, like, they just arrived at the castle, and done like a session getting into the castle. But that was about it. I think they go into a fight with some ice methods. But I can't lie, like, for that particular group, it was very last minute me deciding to do that, because I bought that section of the module, or the essentials kit, not that long before that, and I decided that would be a good way to connect them, but when it came to the crunch, I was like, I actually don't know what I want to include, or how I want to present this, right? Why are there like minions here? And now, after some time, my mentality of it is that that if it's, whether it's the dragon or the shattered piece of the obelisk that's there, that I've lost my train of thought. I've lost it so bad. That it's like affecting the area, and creating creatures or something. I don't know. But you can theme it a little bit more now. So yeah, that's a couple of ideas for that. If you're ever running the Shattered Obelisk, Vendelvin below the Shattered Obelisk, you can use those ideas, obviously, and not copyrighted or copywritten, whatever the right term would be there. But yeah, just some fun facts. Yes, that is that. So, nearly at the end of my coffee here. Trying to think if there's anything else worth mentioning. I can't really think of anything. I'm thinking of putting some maps up today on the wall. I'm not sure if I'll do it though. I keep, like, every day I've got like a few hours I go, I'm gonna do that today, and every day I don't do it. I think I should, like, at the very least get some maps, even if I don't put them up, get them out and look at which ones I want to be put where, because I've got a lot of maps and not enough room. So I'll see. But yeah, I need is over there, my wild map, which is kind of cool, but I kind of want it to be down here, if I'm honest. Like, I like it as the backdrop. Yeah, it's a cool map. It's a cool map. That one I wasn't able to show you in that map video, I don't think, because it was on the wall. I guess I could have turned my camera to show it. That would have been a good idea. Oh well. I'm not going to do that now because that involves getting up, and my legs are in pure agony. If you watched any of the videos before this, you may have seen that I joined an exercise group type thing, and I may have overdone it. It's specifically for my back. It's like a program for my back, and I went to this group, and yeah, I overdid it. To be fair, I'm pretty sure, and then in the nicest way possible, I'm pretty sure I was the only one there below the age of 50, and the guy that was running it was just like, obviously saw me as younger and just pushed me to do everything more. In all fairness, like, I wouldn't. Here's the thing, like, and I'm glad I went, and like that I'm doing it, right, because it's good. But also, like, it reminds me that I'm not actually physically unfit. I have had these back issues, but what I will say is, since then, my back issues I've not had as much back pain since going to it, and I'm feeling good about it. I am actually feeling good for the first time in a while, feeling good about being in my body. So I feel like signing up and doing a big old gym membership is just gotta happen. It's gotta happen. So who knows? Maybe I'll be swole by the end of the year. The thing about going to the gym though is you also need to eat well, and I am notoriously terrible for eating well. Not because I eat takeaways every day, though the last little while for Katie and I has been pretty bad. But it's more so that there will be days, and this isn't like intentional, where I will just forget to eat. I forgot to buy breakfast the other day, so in fact it would have been yesterday actually. I didn't have breakfast, and my game ran late enough where I didn't have any lunch either, so I had dinner yesterday, and that's not good, okay? I'm laughing about it, but it's not good, and you should definitely not do that. And it's not like an intentional thing, like, I shouldn't eat, I'm trying to lose weight or anything. Like, I know damn well I do not want to lose weight, but I'm just notoriously terrible for remembering to eat, and it's not good. It's not good. I did eat things, I guess. I had some snacks, but a small packet of crisps, hula hoops, is not. It's not a meal maketh. Does not a meal maketh. There we go. But maybe that will push me to do a bit more. And think a little bit more about what I'm doing and eat better. But I think that's going to be our video, guys. The coffee is basically done. One last sip. Gone. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Consider subscribing if you're not already. And if you are, press that bell icon. Why not? Go ahead and do it.